Hey everybody, it's Eric with District 82 Pinball. You are in my garage. This is where the magic happens before I bring a game over to District 82. It comes through here. Unless it's brand new, I'll go right with there. But anything that's used, it has to come through here first because I need to put my hands on it and make sure that it's really 100% the way I want it. So I know that when you guys are playing in a tournament or just playing on Friday night, that everything is dialed in and the shots are true and it plays right. So the big question. So we just had a big tournament. It's the middle of February right now. We had our Winter 2X. I definitely had a bunch of games go down because we had 14 hours of pinball with almost 60 players, and some games went down. And by league on Tuesday, everything's back up and running. So how can I, do that kind of turnaround? It's because I have a ton of parts, and I store them all here in my garage. And I'll take you down the aisle here and show you that stuff in a bit. Before we do that, let me first get this out of the way. All the stuff you see behind me, the games, all the parts and stuff, I don't sell any of that stuff. Okay, I fix the stuff for myself. And for playing at District 82, I don't really do repairs for other people. There's plenty of people out there that do that. I'm just solely focused on keeping this place up and running. So what do we want to look at here? So why do I have two pin bots? First and foremost. I got another playfield and a whole package to basically do a restoration for a pin bot. I've acquired a couple of pin bots over the years, and it's just easier for me if I do a playfield swap to have two games than it is just to have one. And that way then once I pull everything apart, I can put it back together again, looking at a fully functional game. Same with Paragon. I got two Paragons in here. I got two World Cup Soccers in here. Now I'm not going to do a playfield swap on this one, but it is kind of nice to see like an orange DMD and a color DMD sitting right next to each other. You can see the difference. It's night and day, once you look at them together. I've got roughly 40 color DMDs at District 82 on the games. They look awesome. I highly recommend them. Okay, so let's walk down the aisle here and take a look at the rest of this stuff. Okay, so you're going to be seeing these games District 82 once I get them done. We got a flash guard and everyone loves that. It's a great tournament game. It's a very short playing tournament game, but I'll get that one done. Space Jam, it's not bad. We'll get that one done. We'll bring it over there. For parts, actually kind of sitting behind Space Jam. Let's take a look at this. Oh, gotta love that sound. Get the chalkboard out. So I got wiring harnesses here from a bunch of playfields. Sometimes you need a snippet of wire. And if I really am OCD about it, I can go find the exact color to cut it off and stick it on there. Anybody that's working on games or open up their back box can recognize this probably. It's a WPC back box. And a lot of times if I'm fixing a circuit board or something and I want to see a trace or I want to verify where the issue is, I can just pull off one of my boards that these are all fully working and either test this in the game or just take a look at it and take readings off one or the other, and then it's just way easier to fix it. I try to have at least one of every game generation sitting in my garage. We've got 15, 16 games in here, and you'll probably notice we got a White Star system, we got a Bally Dash 35, we got an Early Williams. I got a System 11 down there. I got another WPC over here. It really helps having that variety when you need to fix something. Okay, so here's some parts. Now what do I got here? We just got all kinds of stuff. You don't need this much stuff to fix your games at home, but it helps. It helps a lot. Rubbers, I just buy those in bulk. Lately I've been going with Marco's. I really like the rubbers, the black or the white. I know a lot of guys are going polyurethane and silicone. Those are all fine too. This is just what I've been using lately. Another thing that I don't think a lot of people do this, the pop bumpers, okay? Replace the pop bumper parts, okay? They are wore out. They need to be replaced and fixed. Like the pop bumper bodies, I know they're not expensive, a couple bucks a piece. But what ends up happening is when the spoon is just, you know, every time it goes up and down, it's rattling. It's wearing a hole in there, and the thing will work. It'll just keep working. You'll have a busted off arm, and that thing will just be going up and down with one. And then you're like, oh, the game just doesn't have any action. How come it doesn't seem like it moves around up there very fast? It's because everything's busted, and it's still going through the motions, but it just doesn't have any oomph. You know, if you think about it, if you just stand here and try to push somebody, you can only go so hard. But if you brace yourself up against a wall and give it a shove, you know, and all of a sudden it's a bigger push. Well, it's the same with this stuff. Everything's nice and tight and screwed down to the play field and not wobbly. It's gonna give you the more action, you know, that you're looking for, and that's what that's what I'm trying to achieve when I'm redoing the parts. I don't know. I just got all kinds of weird stuff up in here. We got ribbon cables. We got posts. You know, all these all those spacers that you know, you break one off and you're like, oh, you know, where do I got to get that at? You know, I stock all these things so that way, you know, when we open up the next time, everything's ready to go. Everything's fixed. A whole bunch of star posts. You know, optos. The opto board is on a white star. You know, these you know, the carriers, you know, just the weird stuff. Those are System 11, the triple bank up and down things. I got lockdown bars. I've actually bought a few games missing lockdown bars. And if I ever, you know, I got these from a couple different operators, you know, and you just hang on to it because you never know when you need it. This is like a Star Trek Next Generation, the super pin wide body size. You know, if you've ever gone on a run to go buy a pinball machine in someone's basement and it's a Data East, you better bring one of these along because nobody ever has them, right? And I think this is the second time I've bought a pack of 10 because the first time I went through them all, you know, buying games from people's basements. And, you know, yeah, the other day I was fixing Roadshow. You know, in front of Ted, his mouth, there's a reed switch that registers a hit, right? And it wasn't registering. This wasn't right. And it turns out it was a little bit off on the reading. And then of course you try to find one, and there's only like one in Australia. Well, I got a box of them. You know, I got like 4 of them in here, and I don't know when I got these. You know, probably, you know, 8-10 years ago or something. But you just hang on to this stuff, and you hang on to the parts, and you categorize it, and you're good to go. All the way up and down here, I've just got boards and glass and displays. I also have a basement full of video games. That's why you see a whole bunch of arcade monitors there. But I know the pinball guys don't want to hear that, so I got a baby Pac-Man. That's it. You know, over at District 82. Everything else is strictly pinball. And so what else we got here? My buffing wheel. You know, that video got a lot of positive reinforcement when I was showing you how to shine up some pinballs. Desoldering station, soldering station. Escape ball, a creature from the Black Lagoon. Everybody keeps asking when I'm bringing over. I got everything to redo this one too. I just need some time, guys. I'll get it over there, but this there's a lot of stuff on the play field and under the play field and everything else, and I want it to be right. And I was experimenting with LEDs in the ramps versus regular. I like how the LEDs look in the ramp when they're lit up, but they don't shut off. So I'm taking them out, and I just had to do that. And it'll get over there, but we got 100 pinball machines. You know, it's a lot of fun with what we have, You know, and then fixing circuit boards, I got all the, you know, all this whole thing is just resistors. You know, all the different values, whatnot. You know, a lot of RAM 74 series chips, etc. And these are just all these little things that I need to make sure that something fails, I can bring it here, I can fix it, and then when I bring it back, it's done. I've tested it in one of my games here because I have, you know, that generation of game here, and then I can bring it back there and put it in. Other than that, I got a basement full of boxes from old playfields that we've stripped down, buffed out the playfield, hung them on the wall at District 82, keep all the parts here. You know, that's something else that keeps everything rolling. And manuals, you know, I got my little cheat sheets on how to repair, you know, pinball repair guides for the different generations of games, and that's it. But I like doing it. We're gonna keep doing it. You know, we're only open on Fridays for this drop-in play, but you just got to come down and check it out. District 82 Pinball Arcade. We're in De Pere, Wisconsin. It's just outside of Green Bay, and it's $25 all you can play, and it's worth the trip, no matter where you're coming from.